people loved by God, where does your help come from? Our help is in the name of the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Our help is in Jesus Christ, who is the same yesterday, today, and forever. I begin this devotional by saying that some of the ideas contained here come from a friend of mine who lives in Texas. His name is Roland, and he's given me permission to use some of his ideas. Luke 8, 42-48 contains a story within a story. Jesus is heading to the house of Jairus, who is a leader in the synagogue and who has pleaded with Jesus to come and to heal his daughter. The passage is a story about what happens while Jesus was on the way. The story is about a woman who was miraculously healed simply by touching the edge of Jesus' cloak. And in this passage, there's a little gem of truth that I think we sometimes pass over too quickly. The passage begins by saying, while on the way, there was a crowd surrounding Jesus, and that crowd almost crushed him. So at minimum, we can assume that there were people who were close to Jesus, who were crushing in on him, who touched him physically, who had contact with him. But we never read about people in the crowd becoming healed simply by bumping into Jesus or touching him in some way. And all of a sudden, Jesus says, "Who touched me?" The crowd goes quiet. No one says a word. No one wants to admit that they actually touched Jesus. And finally, who else but Peter speaks up. And I can almost hear him say, "Say what, Jesus? Who touched you? People have been touching you all the time. Why are you asking that question now?" So what's the difference? What's the difference between this woman who not even physically touched Jesus, but only touched the edge of his clothes, and other people who were literally crushing in on Jesus? And I believe it's one word: faith. Because Jesus says, "Your faith has healed you." Consider this. Maybe some people were there just to see Jesus because of his popularity and wanted to just see him for themselves. Maybe they heard so much about him that they wanted to tell their friends, "Hey, I went to see Jesus and I even touched him." Maybe they were out there because they just wanted to witness a miracle or see if Jesus would do something special. But this woman was different. She didn't concern herself with any of those things. She simply believed that Jesus was the Christ, that he had the authority and power to heal her because he was and he is God. And she put her faith in Jesus to save her. She put her faith into action by doing something, by touching his garment, and she was healed. I pray that I have that kind of faith. I pray that I'm not simply waving the Jesus banner, but not putting my faith into action. I pray that I am not merely part of the crowd that follows Jesus, but that I am also his hands and his feet in this world. I pray that I have a living, growing faith, planted firmly on the solid rock of my Savior, Jesus Christ. And I pray that for you as well. I believe with that kind of faith, we will not only be healed, but we will be able to move any mountain that is in our life in his name. May God bless you. And may the peace of Christ go with you wherever you may be. May he guide you through the wilderness. May he protect you through the storm. May he fill you with thanksgiving at the wonders he has done. And may he bring us home rejoicing, face to face again once more.